Good morning, preschool boys and girls. I was thinking about the weather this morning. I checked the weather this morning by looking outside, and it was sunny outside, and there was some blue sky mixed with some clouds. And then, not too long ago, it started getting more what I call overcast, where there's more clouds in the sky, and they seem to be a different kind of cloud. And I'm thinking, will it rain? Is it supposed to rain again today? Well, it made me think of an experiment that we could do that talked about clouds and about rain and how the clouds make the rain and how that all happens. And I thought maybe we would do that together. Now, a lot of times when we want to check the weather, what we do is we just watch the news and see what the weatherman says, or sometimes check an app on our phone to see what it says. And it's right sometimes, but weather has some crazy stuff that goes on with it that makes it change really quickly, so we don't always get that right. But what I wanted to share with you was this cool little experiment that showed you how the rain is formed in the clouds and then comes down into our atmosphere. I've got a clear coffee cup here, and what I'm going to do is pour some water in it, make the cup about 2/3 full, and this is going to be like our atmosphere, our air, what the clouds float around on or in, okay? And I'm also going to put about 1/2 cup in this clear glass right here, because we're going to make rain with that. And the way we're going to make rain with that is we're going to add some blue food coloring to this so that we can see that it's blue. And watch what happens to it as it comes through the clouds. Okay, this top is kind of hard to come off. Now, what I want to tell you about food coloring is it's messy. As you can see, I've already got it on my finger. So for working with food coloring, we need to be working with mom or dad or an adult in the household. So I'm supposed to put 10 drops in here. You can help me count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Thank you so much for helping me count that out. I'm going to wipe some of this off. Like I said, see the blue on there? It makes kind of a mess and it stains. So we want to be very careful with that. Next, I'm going to get a spoon. We're going to add some shaving cream to the top of our atmosphere, that clear water that I put in this cup. And that's supposed to be kind of like a layer of clouds. So it's supposed to go down in there. Okay. Let me try to push those clouds down into that cup. Make like a little layer on top. Right? Nice smooth little layer of clouds. And what I'm doing is using my spoon to try to make it flat on top. Okay, good job. Right, I'm gonna wipe my spoon off. Do y'all see that? So there's clear water that's gonna be like our atmosphere. And then we have a layer of clouds on top that we did with our shaving cream, because we're just doing an experiment here. So, okay, what happens is clouds in the sky hold on to water. So the water is absorbed through the air, okay, and the clouds hold on to that water. And they can hold millions and millions of gallons of water, believe it or not. That's a lot of water. That's more water than what's in your pool that you might swim in your neighborhood or in your backyard. Okay, the layer of shaving cream, like I said, is we're going to pretend that it's a cloud. And then we're going to see how much of that cloud will hold water before the water starts seeping through and coming through the clouds and into the atmosphere, or the water that we've got there. Because what happens is water has weight to it, right? It's kind of heavy. And the clouds can only hold, we talked about millions and millions of gallons of water, but it can only hold so much, right? And then it's going to just let loose, and all that rain's going to come through. So let's keep watching and see if we can see any blue rain coming through those clouds into the atmosphere, which will be the clear. I wore this color shirt hoping that would be easy to see the blue as it came through. Hopefully. Wow, I've already poured quite a bit in there, and I don't see anything coming through yet. Let's keep trying. Have you caught up with how many tablespoons I've put in there? I don't know. It's holding a lot of water, my friends. A lot of water. A lot of rain. What if I run out of room? And my cup, oh, do you see what I see? Oh my goodness, I do believe we just had a storm in our cup with all of our rainwater. It held so much, and then it finally, what? It just couldn't hold anymore. It got too heavy. And so it had to let loose into our atmosphere and make that rainstorm, as you can see in the cup. That's pretty cool. So I wonder if I had put less cloud shaving cream, if it would have taken less rainwater for it to come through the clouds. Probably so, right? I don't know. That's an experiment for another time. You'll have to try that. Okay, but what else I wanted to share with you was I have a book that's all about clouds. And it's a pretty cute little book. And there's a nice little duck in it. So I was going to read that to you real fast. So it's called Clouds. And I got it from our preschool library. And see this little book right here? I'm going to get closer so you can see better. It says, look up at the sky. Look up at the sky. Which if I look at my sky right now, the sun's coming back out. What do you see? Do you see clouds? What is a cloud? Tiny drops of water or ice floating in the air. Remember we just talked about that? Clouds help us guess what the weather will be. What kinds of clouds are there? Those look like stormy clouds, don't they? Stratus clouds float low in the sky, flat as sheets. They may bring rain or drizzle. That's kind of what we made, right? A sheet of cloud floating in the sky. That was a stratus cloud. Cumulus clouds are white and pile high in the air. That means fair weather is coming. They almost look like fluffy cotton balls. Those are cumulus clouds. And then we have cirrus clouds, and they're white and curly. They float highest of all and bring a change of weather. See how they look wispy, kind of like feathers? Those are cirrus clouds. When any of these clouds turn dark, we call them nimbus. That means rain or snow if it's cold outside, because we all know that snow is just frozen rain, right? When a cloud lies on the ground, we call it fog. Have you ever walked through a cloud where it's foggy outside? It's a really cool look. Just be careful when you walk through it. Might bump into something, right? Because you can't see really well. You can also visit clouds by flying through them. Need a plane for that. Or above them. That's pretty cool. If you've ever flown in an airplane, it's really neat to fly above the clouds. Can't really see much below because the clouds are thick, or through them. That's really neat. Don't get caught in a cloud burst. That's a rainstorm. Who needs all this rain anyway? They're not real happy about the rainy day, are they? Well, plants do, and the farmers do. All the animals do. As a matter of fact, we do. We need rain because we need water. But others, they just enjoy it. We can play in the rain just like those ducks, can't we? Isn't it fun to watch clouds? What do you see there? Ooh, this used to be something I loved to do as a child. I'd lay on my driveway, look way up into the sky, and try to find pictures in the clouds. Do you see a horse? Or a dragon? Or maybe even a little face? Do you see the man in the cloud? Winds blow clouds many miles across the sky. When do clouds look best? When you look up and you see something wonderful. Oh, that's right. The clouds can be beautiful colors as the day disappears into dawn or in the morning. Well, at nightfall and then in the morning at dawn. Anyway, clouds are very special to us, friends. They bring us the rain that we need. They actually also provide us shade when it's sunny outside and give us a bit of coolness. But also at night, they hold the earth's heat in like a blanket and give us warmth. So clouds are very important. And now we know a little bit about them, and we have an experiment that you can do at home. And you can do this experiment with maybe less cloud layer and see if it takes less time or less amount of rain for it to fall through, or even thicker and see if it takes more. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this, and I would like for you to go outside today, look up in the sky, find some clouds, and see if you can find some pictures in them. Miss Leigh loves you, I miss you, and I wish you well.